Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. For the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very awesome guest. He's an actor and a singer, a rapper, and his name is Young Dylan, Gilmer. And I'm really looking forward to talking to him. We're going to talk to him about his brand new song and about his life as an actor. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Rume Show. And my interview with Young Dylan be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Rume, and as always, my Gruelings. Welcome to my nightmare. So stay tuned. All right, buddy. Welcome to Grue. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night and coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely, man. So, like, the first thing I want to start out asking you basically is what drew you to both wanting to do film and television and also make music?
What drew me to it? Making music, I was used to that at a young age, and that comes a lot from my father. He always used to just play music. I loved it. It's just where I came from, honestly, and yeah, so that's how I got basically drew to music. My favorite artist was Drake. My father introduced me to Lil Wayne, Jay Z, Drake, and all the icons like that. So that's what basically drew me to music, wanting to actually start doing it myself. What drew me to acting was I always wanted to be an entertainer. I always wanted to be in front of the camera. I love, getting the attention in some way when I was young. Not so much anymore, but I still love it now. But I feel like, I'm more mature now, more older. But when I was younger, I always loved the camera being on me. And I always wanted to,
Mhm.
I always knew that was one of my dreams. So yeah, I got into acting at 9, and it really what drew me to that was I met so many actors, I've been around so many celebrities like that, and my team just put me in that area, in that field, and they got me a few connects, and that's how I basically got started acting, honestly.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay. And who were some like sorry. I see like one of the first things that you ever did, like whether it was acting or with music, you were
Mhm.
in a music video for Boogie.
Yes. That was at the time I was actor and a rapper at that time. But yes, how that happened was genuinely it just happened so fast. He just hit me up one day and asked me, can I be in there? Because at the time, I was very popular for I was going, viral at the time for, singing other artists' songs. And, I would just go
Mhm.
viral because like this little kid, all this energy on camera, singing this artist song. A Boogie saw that and he wanted me in this video, and it was truly a blessing. I had so much fun, and it just happened, just like that. Just called me up, told me come up to New York, and I was like, Dad, I want to be in A Boogie music video.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Like getting a phone call like that and going to see someone that you actually listen to.
Definitely.
Wow, nice. And Young Dylan is like the name you go by for like for songs now, music and stuff. And how did all that come about like using Young Dylan as your stage name?
Genuinely, I truly don't have a real answer for that. Like, really, it just came from my dad, honestly. It was always like, it was always Dill, and it was like, get him Dill. That was my slogan for a little bit. But Young Dylan just genuinely just came from my dad. I don't really know what it originated from, but all I know is it came from my dad. And since I was young, since I was about 6, and very popular, that's been my name. That's what everybody knows me for. But if you don't know me, of course, you'll call me just Dill. Everybody just calls me Dill or Dylan. But like genuinely, like so my supporters, that's where Young Dylan comes from. That's what everybody know me for.
Oh, okay, okay. And what was like the first song you ever made for for like all of your fans to hear? Like what was like the first song that was out there?
My first song, my first song I ever made and put out for everybody to listen
Hmm.
to. I was about 7 years old, and the song was called "Out of My Mind." it was a sample of New Edition is driving me out of
Yes,
So it was a
yes.
sample of that, and that was my first song that I ever put out professionally, and everybody listened to it, and I had squeaker voice at that time. I was like 7 years old, so yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that was my first song that I ever released.
Oh wow, that's awesome, awesome. And like I was like going back and listening to some of your songs before
Mhm.
I came on the interview, and like I love the where where are you song and
Oh yeah.
can we talk, like those are both like amazing songs, and you made
Thank you.
like you did the song for them and you did music videos,
Yes, sir.
and what did both songs mean to you?
So I'll start off with Can We Talk?
Yeah.
So Can We Talk? We really were just in the studio one day. With those type of songs, those dancing type songs, you really don't need a lot of lyrics and a lot of words. So the song was so fast to make. So we sampled Can We Talk, and I did it. It was a fun dancing song. That was what popular at the time. So I knew all the fans that was my age, everybody, I knew all of the kids and the kids my age were gonna love it because it was the dancing song and it was what popular at that time. So we made it so fast because it really didn't need a lot. All they need was a verse and a hook, a catchy hook,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the beat was gonna save it all. The beat, took about half of the song, honestly, that made it so good. So yeah, it was very fast. I just wanted, a lit dancing song that everybody can just, dance to and have a good time to. Where You Are feature Papa J, um, that was really just, a song that, it was kind of like a girl's song, what I be going through in my, everyday life,
Okay.
hop out the plane, land on the stage. Like that's genuinely what I do. And I be, I'm a teenager, so as I get older, I be trying to see the female stuff like that. So that's just everyday life. That's what I do on the regular. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to make a song like that, and I love the beat. And adding Papa J to it for the hook, I feel like that was amazing
Mhm.
because originally the hook was one of my other friends that I know, a very good friend of mine. He's a musician also, but I wanted a younger artist on there that was also my homeboy. So yeah, I put Papa J on there, and it worked great. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And you also act too, besides like doing songs, and you got cast as the lead for a show called Young Dylan, and that's why like I was like, oh, actually he's in a show called Young Dylan, his name is Young Dylan.
Yes.
and,
What you were saying?
and like how did you get cast as the lead for the show?
Well, the show was made for me from Tyler Perry and Nickelodeon. So yeah, the show was really built and made was built around me and made for me. So
Oh
yeah, the story that I've heard was the president of Nickelodeon went to Tyler Perry and showed me on Ellen performing, and Tyler Perry
yeah.
was like, "Wow, I want to make this kid a show." And produced by me and on Nickelodeon. So that's how it all came about. They casted some amazing actors that I have bonded with. And, they truly became a family. These past few years since 2020. So yeah,
Hmm.
my castmates. Well, I watched some of them grow up because I'm older than some, and also the grown ups on my show. They watched me grow up, so it's truly a family now. So yeah, the show was made for me, and now it's on its fifth season and hopefully
Yeah.
six. So yeah, stay tuned every Wednesday, 7:30.
Nice, nice. And what what have you learned like working with a person like Tyler Perry, who's been doing this for a while now?
Yes, definitely. I've learned to genuinely, have a great supportive system around you. Uh, of course, work hard, and that's what I genuinely learned, and it's really what I see around me. Like he built this whole studio, Tyler Perry Studios. So that just shows all his hard work. I feel like that's genuinely what I learned from him. All his hard work and dedication, genuinely, and he's so determined. And it's just a different. He has a different mindset and a different hunger than you don't meet a lot of people like that has that type of hunger and mindset. So yeah, I definitely learned to just work hard, have a great support system around you, and always just be yourself, honestly. So yeah, that's what I learned from him. He's just such a great guy, cool guy, and such a professional and good at what he knows and very wise.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely seems it.
Yes, definitely.
And out of all the shows you've done for young Dylan, like is there like a certain scene that you had the most fun shooting out of all of them?
Oh, I had a lot of scenes. Mm. My favorite scene that I can probably remember right now, definitely in my top 15 favorite scenes, probably top 20, would definitely be when me and my cousin Rebecca Selena, she's my castmate, she's my cousin on the show. Um, me and her had to hide in a car from our grandmother, and we was just hiding in the car, just talking, arguing. So that was very cool because we before that was season two. Before that, we never did a car scene, so it was just
Hmm.
very cool having to hide under the car, hide in the car. So yeah, it was very fun doing that. We had a good time doing that. So yeah, that's my favorite scene that I can remember off the top of my head.
Nice. What do you love most about filming young Dylan and doing the show?
What I love mainly, well, for starters, I love black kids seeing another black family on TV.
Mhm.
So I feel like that teaches you a lot, and I feel like if you want to do this, this shows you that you can. So yeah,
Yeah.
just having a black family show on Nickelodeon is a blessing, and genuinely just um building chemistry and building a bond with my castmates. We've been doing this for since 2020 now. So, all of us, we're so close to each other now. We're genuinely a family because we genuinely, been around each other for so long. So yeah, just building connections and building a bond with everybody. I feel like that was my favorite thing, honestly, because at Tyler Perry Studios, it's genuinely a family there.
Yeah.
Everybody's in good spirits, everybody's so positive. So yeah, that genuinely every just waking up every morning, no matter if you have a bad morning, no matter if you have a somewhat if iffy morning, you ain't feeling yourself, they'll always get you up to that, that positive self that you are. So yeah, that's what I love, and I feel like that's my favorite thing, just going in there every morning and seeing my people.
Oh yeah, yeah. That. As long as you have like a good cast and cast you could call like friends and
Definitely,
close friends, it's worth it.
definitely, I agree.
Yeah. Was there any funny or cool stories from the young Dylan set?
Oh, all right. So season one, the last day. No, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even Season, I would say season three, season four. Um, so during lunch, we always did hide and go seek tag and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
it'll be because like Tyler Perry Studio is so big to where like one floor is ours for the time being. Other shows will be on that floor and stuff like that. But when we have when everybody say like it's no other actors, nobody, it's like we didn't want to be disrespectful and run across the hallway when people are asleep because you work hard days, especially as a grown up in Tyler Perry Studios. So when we got our breaks during lunch, you know, once they say it's free, we can do it. We will play hide and go seek tag. Some of the castmates will play with us, especially the kid castmates that will come on. Like our special guests and stuff like that will play with us, and like some of the ads and pas work with us. So yeah, it'll be very fun. And yeah, it just it wasn't just working all day. We had a lot of fun during the work days also. So yeah, that was very fun. I feel like those are my most funniest moments, honestly.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Nice. And you got a brand new song's gonna be dropping soon. And
Sure.
what inspired you to want to write and create Mass Appeal?
What inspired me was, just like can we talk? I just wanted a lit song that I feel like people, could jump to, know the lyrics to, and stuff like that. And Mass Appeal, I feel like I'm just talking about stuff on there and what I, truly want to say. Um, so yeah, and I feel like my fans wanted a song like that. I feel like the song represents me, and it's also like the song gives a little, a different. It's a different me, you know, compared to all the other songs because of course, I've gotten older. My voice has changed a lot, so you it definitely get a little to it. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I think I'm most excited for. Yeah, and stay tuned. 425, April 25th. Make sure y'all go download Massacre.
Definitely, yeah. And what goes into making the song? Like like all the music you put into it and the beats and everything. Like what goes into making a song like Mass Appeal?
A lot. Well, a lot, but not necessarily a lot at the same time. But first, of course, with me, I just need to listen to hear a beat. You give me a few different beats. I might not agree with the first ones, but once I find the right one, there. But I also have my dad, my producer, and then some other people in there that might not like the beat as much as me. So we all have to agree to one thing. But mainly it's just like if I truly like the beat, you know, let's do it. So yeah, the beat then it takes about going be in the studio, it takes about I'll say an hour, depending on how long the song is. If I put two verses on there, some hook, or if I put one verse is not a lot, so that'll be fast. But if I put two verses on a song, then it'll probably take an hour, close to an hour and a half for me in the studio for that one song.
Okay.
Then it's the mixing and stuff like that. We might want to change a few things after the song is done, but after we finish it, that's the master. And yeah, it's ready to get put out and, just waiting.
Nice, nice. And what are you looking forward to the most about releasing the song and having your fans hear it?
Mm, the most I'm looking forward to is performing it. Genuinely, like, yeah, Mass Appeal is one of those songs that, man, because I just recently did a performance yesterday, actually, Sunday, Easter.
Oh,
And I did it and the kids were, going crazy for it. So I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to start performing this, especially, when it's out, everybody gonna know the words and stuff like that. So yeah, my man, what I'm excited for performing Master Bill is genuinely, yeah, I'm most excited for performing it, honestly, because it's one of those songs that, like, those lit songs that, and it's so many catchy parts on the song where you'll know the lyrics to. So, and I know that because, I did a music video with my homeboys, my homeboys, they got the young ears just like me. So,
yeah, of
they
course.
know what's hip and what's not. So yeah, but they definitely caught on to the catchy parts and was singing it the whole time during the video shoot. So yeah, I can't wait to perform it. And then when it comes out, everybody will learn the words. And when I go to the performance, it'll just be lit.
Nice, nice, nice. And when you aren't making music or doing television shows, what do you like doing during your free time?
I be on the game. Yeah, I be on the game. My friends. I go outside with my friends. In our neighborhood, we be chilling out there playing. Sports, football, basketball, doing anything. I be going to parties. I'm a teenager now,
Well,
and
yeah, of course.
yeah, sooner or later, I just got my permit, so I'm gonna be
Nice, you're
driving.
gonna drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be driving soon. Hey, I can't wait. So yeah, yeah. But those are what I be doing. Oh, of course, school too. I'm a big
Of
family guy,
course.
so I be with my family all the time too. So yeah, that's what I be doing when I'm not working.
You know what kind of car you're gonna be driving when you drive?
I've been looking at the Audi, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Matte Black. I've been looking at a few models of that, so yeah, definitely going with the Audi.
Nice, nice. And what about gaming? Like what video games you playing?
I be on 2K. I be on
Nice.
NCAA. I can't wait for the new NCAA come out this summer. So I be on Madden sometimes. I be on Fortnite playing Reload. So yeah, I be on a few games. I be on the game.
And you love watching sports too, besides playing
Yes,
them.
definitely, definitely. I'm on a sports show, Slime Time. So I gotta stay hip on the sports and stuff like that. But yeah, football is my main sport that I love. And I watch. My favorite teams, the Philadelphia Eagles, and yeah, I be watching basketball also. I'm staying hip to the playoffs. The playoffs, I'm actually not watching because I'm talking to you, but yeah, the playoffs actually on right now.
Yeah, I saw you're actually a big fan of the Birds. I live in Philly.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really? So wait, are you a Philly fan?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Go Birds. Go Birds. You already know.
yeah, yeah. Like they 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 won it all, and then
Yeah.
oh my God, Philly was crazy when they
Oh
won.
my gosh. Yeah, my dad wanted to go to the parade, but my mom was like, no, you have school. So I was like, dang. But yeah, I was at the Super Bowl, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And
nice.
I've been so happy in my life. That might have been my happiest moment of my life, genuinely.
Yeah, yeah. Like the streets of Philly was completely crazy.
Already
People
know.
climbing up poles and everything.
I was
It
seeing it
was
on the news. I was
insane. It
seeing it
was
on
insane.
TikTok. It was crazy.
And and what kind of music do you like listening to? Like what's on your playlist?
I listen to a lot of genres of music, honestly. But my, if I could say my favorite musicians, um, currently, well, my first one is gonna always be my favorite musician. But currently, right now, my top three I will give you is Drake, number one. It's my goat. Second will be Bryson Tiller. Do you know Bryson Tiller?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. And my third, what I give my third to? Right now, I would say Future. I would say Future. Yeah, that's my top three right now.
It's good choices. I like that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What do you what would be your go-to karaoke song if you were to pick one?
Say it again?
What would be your go-to karaoke song if you were gonna pick a karaoke song to sing?
Karaoke. I don't know. It depends on the setting, but I would just say if I'm at a family cookout, I'll probably sing some New Edition or
Oh,
some old R&B groups. Get the fam going, get the fam happy.
all
But yeah,
right.
it'll really depend on what setting I'm at. But what I'm thinking about right now will probably, my setting will be probably a family cookout. So everybody, all of the family together, my grandparents, my uncle, my aunts, uncles. So yeah, I would probably put on some old school R&B.
I like that. I like that. I like that. And what kind of foods do you like? Like, is there like certain foods that you love the most?
My favorite food, probably sushi. I love sushi.
Sushi, same,
Yeah, I'm a
same,
big
yeah,
sushi guy. Yeah.
same. I I like the spicy tuna roll. Like
Yeah,
that's
my
amazing.
mother loves, yeah, my mom loves
Oh,
spicy tuna roll. Yeah.
spicy tuna is the bomb. Like I
Yeah,
love that.
definitely, definitely. I'm more salmon roll. I also like the shrimp tempura roll. So
The shrimp tempura is good, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, damn, that's making me want some now.
Yeah, I know, really.
And I always ask my guests this when I have them on because I'm a big horror fan. Are there any
Mhm.
horror films that you like to watch?
Oh yeah, oh yes, definitely. I'm a big horror guy. My favorite horror films might be genuinely, I don't know, it's too scary for the viewers, but it will definitely be Conjuring. I love the Conjuring.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I love those movies. I love
Yes.
those
It used to
movies.
be Insidious when I was younger, but yeah, and as I got older, Conjuring, they're way more interesting. And yeah,
Hmm.
they're just scary.
And then they have all those other films that are part of that world, like you have the
Definitely.
Annabelle and
hmm
Nun,
Yes, it's so much
and
tied into it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, those are a scary series of films. They really are.
Definitely. I love it. Love it. I love it. Yeah, my friends, they don't like scary films, but definitely.
Is there any place you love to travel to that you haven't seen yet? I'm sure you go all over with 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 acting and music.
Definitely. You said, is it a favorite place that I haven't traveled to yet, or my favorite
Hmm.
place? Okay, my favorite place that I haven't traveled to yet would probably be, um, I would say, either the Bahamas or I would say Greece.
Ooh, nice choices. Okay, I like that. And what about who's your favorite your superhero and villain? Like if you're into Marvel and DC.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely into both. Um, Marvel. I'm more so a Marvel guy. I would say
Okay.
my favorite superhero is between Spider Man and Black Panther. Definitely Spider
Ooh.
Man. I always been Spider Man, Black Panther guy. My favorite villain. Oh, oh, it's hard. I would either say Killmonger or Ultron.
Hmm.
Ultron.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I,
Yes.
I'm so curious on how like Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doom. Like
I, I can't wait. Yes.
when I saw that, I was
I'm
like,
very curious on how that's gonna work out. But I
no.
know whatever they do is gonna be amazing. I can't wait for Doomsday.
Yes, yes. Like I was like, oh my God, Iron Man is Doom. No.
And when I found out, I genuinely like started get up, bro. Because I thought he was gonna be off Marvel at the Iron Man died. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was so happy when I found that out.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be something.
Definitely.
And is there anything coming up next that you like to plug? I mean, I know your song is dropping this
That's
week.
Mass Appeal, April 25th. Make sure y'all go download my show, uh, Tyler Perry's Young Dylan, every Wednesday, 7:30. You can stream it on Paramount Plus. And Slime Time with Nate Burleson. You can also stream that on Paramount Plus. And my new movie that I'm in, Pixar Disney, it's called Elio. So yeah, make sure you guys go watch that June 20th. Make sure you guys go download that. I mean, not download that. Sorry, go to the movies and watch that. But yeah, it's a great movie. I can't wait for it to come out.
Awesome. And where can fans follow you at?
Official Young Dylan on Instagram, official YD on TikTok, and every other page, Young Dylan. So yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Definitely, bud. Have an amazing night. It was very nice meeting you. Thank
You
you.
too. Nice meeting you too. Have an amazing night.
Thanks.